Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today on this amazing Friday? Who have we got already in the Nopper house? We've got Miss Pinder's class. They say, good afternoon, everyone. You want to join an assembly from our reading cafe. I've just seen this. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the picnic blanket. Very comfortable indeed. And, of course, sharing books. How amazing. Do you know what that means? That you are all already remarkable readers. Not official ones. We'll get to that soon. But you are remarkable readers in your cafe. Mrs. Watson says, good afternoon from nursery. Hi, nursery. How are you? How's your day been? Well done for doing your 100 challenge. I've just seen that from Miss Miller. Congratulations. Good afternoon from Mrs. Slinger's class. Mrs. Slinger says, ooh, I'd love a reading cafe. I bet you would. Miss Allen, hello from year one. Miss Tumulty, good afternoon, everyone. Keep checking in. Who else we've got? Well, let's have another minute before we start. Miss Thompson, good afternoon from year three in the studio. Afternoon, year three. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon, Melissa. Thank you, as always, for joining us on this happy Friday. Year two, say good afternoon. That's Mrs. Dixon, Mrs. Lowry. Mrs. Watson said they had lots of fun with their 100 challenge. You did indeed. I could see all the smiles and happiness on faces, as has been the case right across school today. It's been absolutely amazing. I'll get onto that soon. Good afternoon, Carrie and Anya and Tova. Thank you for joining us. I know Carrie's very interested in our Nopper Youth Club, which I'll tell you more about towards the end. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got? Let's have one or two others, and then we'll get going. You can see me looking around, can't you? Fiddling about, checking my sounds. I'm checking my information. Agenda, Tim Badge. I've got the Nopper Wheel of Fortune ready to go for attendance. Wait till you hear about attendance this week. Whoa. Mr. Charlton, sorry we're late. We've just finished our 100 challenge. We are worn out. No problem, Mrs. Charlton. You're not late. You're just in time. Well done for completing your 100 challenge. I can't wait to see your pictures or your videos. Everyone's worn out, but in a really, really good way. It's been a fantastic week. And with that, I will get started. So I'm going to start with our remarkable readers, as always, then I'll move on to Star of the Week, attendance, and then I have one or two little bits of information before I send you off for this lovely bank holiday weekend. So I'll remind you again at the end, but if you didn't know, Monday is Bank Holiday Monday, so we won't see you again until Tuesday. Okay, but as I said, I'll remind you again a little bit later. Let's start with our remarkable readers. Here we go. And let's start with year six for remarkable readers, because we don't normally do that. So, year six, I hope you're listening. I do this because maybe you're switched off and you just wait until it gets to your class. Well, I'm starting with you. And I'm starting with a young man who has been, in Mr. Watson's words, smashing the Oxford Reading Buddy. Now, I'm assuming that's a metaphor, because if this person's been smashing stuff up, we'd had an issue. I'm sure it is not the case. In fact, I know it's not the case, because I know this young man is a superstar all the time, especially when it comes to reading. So for smashing Oxford Reading Buddy, our first remarkable reader this week is Mr. Jacob Lee. Congratulations, Jacob. You are a remarkable reader, not just this week, every single week, but you're getting the recognition you deserve today for smashing Oxford Reading. But I assume you've been doing lots of reading, lots of quiz taking, and generally just being an excellent reader. Well done to you, first out the hat. Certificate coming your way, if not already there. And, of course, that elusive visit to the Reading Robot to get yourself a new book. And speaking of new books, I was handed this today by Mr. Watson. Now, that's reversed to me, but I think it's okay for you. So I've just been having a good look through, and I know straight away that Mrs. Dixon, Mrs. Charlton, I know that Mrs. Slinger, Mrs. Frost, Mrs. Campbell will all be hungry looking at this saying, ooh, I would like a copy of that. It tend to be how these things go, but I've just been having a look, and I'm impressed. I like it. Well done, Jacob. Mrs. Frost has said that a young lady has been a remarkable reader this week, and she's a remarkable reader for consistently having a great attitude towards her reading. So a huge well done. I'm very proud to see this name. I'm sure Mrs. Charlton will be proud as well, because it is Annie Stone. Well done, Annie. Lovely to see your name on there. Congratulations to you for being a remarkable reader, for your fantastic attitude, whether that's reading or maths or art or being on the playground. Listening and hearing and seeing you have a fantastic attitude is excellent. Well done to you. And as I always say, keep it going. Certificate and book on its way to you. Well done, Annie, and well done, of course, to Jacob. Mrs. Campbell has chosen a young man who's been referring to the text when answering questions linked to inference knowledge. She does like her inference knowledge, does Mrs. Campbell, and she says, keep up the hard work. Who's she asking to keep up the hard work? Well, I'll tell you, it is Theron. Congratulations, Theron. You are Mrs. Campbell and the team in Year 5's remarkable reader this week for your wonderful inference skills, for referring to the text when answering questions all to do with inference. You, just like Annie and Jacob, will be getting a certificate and a book from the Reading Robot very, very soon. Congratulations to you, Theron. Another young man from Miss Tumbledy's class, this time for Remarkable Reader, and it's for working really, really hard to improve his inference skills in reading. We seem to have inference every week, don't we? And I keep saying it is a really tricky skill to infer what an author is trying to tell us. So great to see this being done so well in Year 4, and also great to see who it is. Congratulations, Charlie Maxwell. Well done, young man. You are Miss Tumulty and the Year 4 team's remarkable reader this week for your wonderful inference skills and the improvements you've made in your reading. Great to see you there. As I always say, keep it going, and you'll be getting a certificate, if not already there, and a trip to the Reading Robot early next week. Well done, Charlie. Mr. Slinger has a young man who has been thoughtful in his approach to answering his reading comprehension questions, and that young man is Mr. Ashton Donnelly. Congratulations, Ashton. You are, just like Charlie, Theron, Annie, and Jacob, a remarkable reader for your fantastic, thoughtful approach to your reading comprehension questions this week. It sounds like some excellent work has been going on in Year 3-4 in reading. Someone is changing things right now while I'm trying to talk, and it's causing me all sorts of problems. But I'm okay for now, I think. Miss Thompson has chosen a young lady who has been improving her reading skills by starting to use expression and reading aloud confidently. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? Should I tell you who it is? It is Dorina. Well done, Dorina. You are a remarkable reader this week for improving your skills and for reading aloud really, really confidently. And especially when English is not your first language as well. That is absolutely exceptional. And of course, a certificate and a book from the Reading Robot is coming your way very, very soon. Well done, Dorina. Mrs. Dixon has chosen a young lady who has been using some wonderful expression when reading aloud, and she's been constantly striving to improve her reading. I'm thinking she's working really hard in the classroom and probably at home as well. This young lady in Year 2 is Mia. Well done, Mia. You are the Year 2 remarkable reader this week for your wonderful improvements that you're making in reading, especially aloud, and you are consistently striving to improve your reading skills. Congratulations to you. You're getting a certificate, if it's not already there, and a trip to the Reading Robot probably next week and a little bit later because we're not here on Monday. Miss Pinder has chosen someone who's been doing some fabulous phonics detective work during their daily phonics sessions. And it says Miss Pinder has been absolutely blown away by this person's enthusiasm, engagement, and super segmenting and blending skills. That's a lot of information, isn't it? But what amazing information. Well done to Rodiat. Congratulations, Rodiat. You are the Year 1-2 remarkable reader this week for being fabulous in your phonics sessions as a detective, for absolutely blowing the Year 1-2 teachers away with your enthusiasm, your engagement, and your super segmenting and blending. Well done, Rodia. Certificate and book coming to you. In Miss Taylor's class, someone has been putting together some fantastic blending and segmenting in their phonics, just like Rodia. And that young, amazing superstar is Aileen. Well done, Aileen. You are Miss Taylor and the Year 1 team's remarkable reader this week for your fantastic blending and segmenting in phonics. You'll be getting a certificate just like Rodiat, just like Mia, just like Darina, Ashton, Charlie, Farron, Annie, and Jacob. And of course, that visit to the reading robot to choose yourself a remarkable reading book. Well done to you, Aileen. In reception, we have a young superstar who's been recognizing tricky words in his reading this week. And that young man is Mr. Joey Bullock. Well done, Joey. You are remarkable this week. You're remarkable in your reading. So you are a remarkable reader for your absolutely fantastic, tricky word work. You're getting a certificate, if not already there, and a trip to the reading robot. Well done to you, Joey. You're a reading superstar. You are a remarkable reader. Another young man in PM Nursery. So you'll be watching. Hi, Nursery. This young man has always been listening carefully to stories this week. And not only that, he's been really good at talking about those stories as well, which is so important when you are in nursery. Are you excited, Nursery? Let me tell you who is the remarkable reader in PM. It is Jacob. Well done, Jacob Johnson. You are a remarkable reader. Your teachers think that you're a superstar, not just for listening really carefully, but also for talking so well about the stories that you've been listening to. Well done to you, Jacob. Just like Joey and Aileen and Rudia and Mia and Darina and Ashton and Charlie, Theron, Annie and Jacob, you are remarkable, a remarkable reader. In fact, you're getting a certificate and a trip to the reading robot. One to go, a superstar young lady from AM Nursery for showing a love of books. And that young lady who might be watching at home is Erin. Well done, Erin. You are a remarkable reader this week for showing a wonderful love of books, which is exactly what we want every child at North Ormsby to be doing. So you'll be getting a certificate and a trip to the reading robot next week. Let's give all of our remarkable readers a huge round of applause. Well done to everybody. Fantastic stuff. So well done, everyone who has been remarkable in their reading. Mrs. Charlton says Joey got a massive cheer down in reception. Fantastic. Melissa says super well done, all remarkable readers. And Carrie says well done, all remarkable readers. You know, the only bad thing about being over here is I can't see all of your wonderful faces and hear all the cheering, but that's okay as long as you are enjoying it. What about our stars this week? So we'll start with AM Nursery, and we have a young lady who has been doing some superphonics. She's been recognizing rhyme and making tasty silly soup. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? Who is this young superstar star of the week? Let me tell you after the drum roll. That's not a drum roll. Let me tell you after the drum roll. It's Olivia Maxwell. Well done, Olivia. If you're watching now or recorded, doesn't matter. Congratulations to you. You are our first star of the week this week for your superphonics. Superphonics in nursery. I love that. Recognizing rhyme and making some tasty silly soup. Well done, Olivia. You will be getting a certificate and, of course, a super duper special rare, look at that, metal tin badge on its way to you. Well done to you, Olivia. In PM Nursery, we have another young lady. This time, this young lady's been confidently joining in with all activities this week. And confidence is so important when learning and socializing, isn't it? Who is this young lady? It's Julia. Well done, Julia. You are a star this week in PM Nursery for confidently joining in all of the time. And I'm sure that your sisters in school will be super happy with you. I'm sure Hasty and Hanny are cheering away in their classroom, Julia, to celebrate you being a superstar, star of the week. And you'll be getting a certificate and a badge really, really soon. Well done, Nursery. In reception, another young lady, this time for always being a star and trying her very best in everything that she does. And that young lady is It's Hallibeth. Well done, Hallibeth. You are a star this week. And I remember saying your name before, but I think it was ages ago in lockdown. You are a star again this week for always trying very, very hard in everything that you do. I'm sure Caleb and Noah are super pleased to hear that you're star of the week. Just like, where have I just seen? Miss Tumulty says that Charlie is super proud of Olivia for being star of the week. I do love seeing siblings being really pleased, and just friends and peers as well, and celebrating the success of others. That's a really big thing we try to do here at Nopper, isn't it? Celebrate everybody's success. Well done, Hallibeth. You are a superstar. So too is a young lady in Miss Taylor's class for being a super independent writer when she was writing her Jack and the Beanstalk writing. I have to say, I saw these, not this particular one, but lots of them this week, in all of the year 1-2 classes, and the writing again has been absolutely superb. Super duper. This young lady has obviously stood out to the year 1 team, and it is Lorena. Congratulations, Lorena. You are a star this week for your super independent writing of Jack and the Beanstalk. You'll be getting a certificate and one of these amazing Tim badges. Well done to you. I'm just thinking, the Miss Hay Express has not been in the office for Tim badges. I wonder whether she took some stock last week. We'll see. I'll let you know if she bursts through the door when I've just made that message, because I've reminded her. Let's see what happens. It'll be interesting. Miss Pinder has chosen a young lady for Star of the Week for blowing away all of the Phase 1. Someone else blown Phase 1 away with her fantastic phonics, her breathtaking artwork, and just a super attitude in learning. Wow, that's amazing. Shall we find out who it is? It's Isabella. Well done, Isabella. You are the year 1-2 Star of the Week. You've been blowing everybody away with your phonics, with your artwork, and with your super duper attitude. Congratulations to you. You'll be getting a certificate and a super duper Tim badge. Miss Thompson says Miss Hay visited earlier, so she didn't disturb you during the assembly. See. Excellent. Thank you, Miss Hay. Thank you for letting me know, Miss Thompson. I was actually quite excited to see Miss Hay burst in, and I know lots of people watching would have been as well. But well done, Miss Hay, for being very, very prepared this week. But well done more to Isabella for being a star this week. Just like Lorena, just like Hallibeth, just like Julia, and just like Olivia. All female so far. That's the way it goes sometimes. But not for this one, because Mrs. Dixon has chosen a young man who has been doing some outstanding writing on his Jack and the Baked Beanstalk story. This has tickled me this week. I saw you making your omelettes and doing your beans and this, that, and the other. And of course, I saw your absolutely amazing writing. And I commented to Mrs. Lowry one day about how absolutely stunning it was. Not just the writing, but also the work that teachers have been doing to give feedback and make it even better. Who is this young man, I hear you ask? Let me tell you. Sebastian. Congratulations, Sebastian. You are Mrs. Dixon, Tim, Mrs. Lowry, and everyone else that works in year 2's Star of the Week this week for your wonderful writing. You're getting a certificate. You're getting a Tim badge because you are a star. Well done, Sebastian Tarragos. You superstar. Miss Thompson has chosen a young man as well. This young man's been coming to school every day with a good attitude, and he's been trying his best to be a super pupil at Nopper. And he hasn't been here very long, which is why this stands out as being star type behavior. So well done to David. Congratulations, David. You are Tim, Miss Thompson, Miss Hay, and everybody else that works in Phase 2's Star of the Week for your wonderful attitude, for coming in every day and trying to be a super pupil at Nopper. Well done to you. You're getting a certificate and a super duper metal Tim badge, just like Sebastian, just like Isabella, just like Lorena, just like Hallibeth, just like Julia, and just like Olivia. Well done, David. Wonderful to see you up there. We've got a family affair in Mrs. Slinger's class because we have a young lady who has shown some pretty remarkable attitude toward learning. Whatever the task, Mrs. Slinger says, she always tries her absolute best. And that young lady is, I said it was a family affair. Julia, it's one of your older sisters. It's Hasty. Congratulations, Hasty. You are the star of the week in your class this week. Tim and Mrs. Slinger and Miss Swales and all of the rest of the team think that you are a star because your attitude towards learning has been amazing. No matter what task you've been set or been given to do, you have been trying your absolute best. And that is one of the only things that we ask, no matter what you get in terms of learning. Try your best, and we'll do everything else to help you on your learning journey. Well done to you, Hasty. And Julia, I'm sure you are just as happy as Hasty was for you. Miss Tumulty and Tim and Mrs. Howby have chosen a young man who has had a fantastic attitude, an enthusiastic attitude, actually, to learning. And he's been making fantastic contributions to class discussions. That's brilliant. It shows confidence and it shows exuberance in learning. And it shows a lovely desire to get involved and have your voice heard, something we push a lot and we want people to have the confidence to do all of the time. This young man is Mr. Jack Falloon. Congratulations, Jack. You are an absolute star this week for your enthusiastic attitude, for joining in contributions, and for making your voice heard in the class discussions. Well done to you. You'll be getting a certificate and you'll be getting a metal Tim badge for your wonderful attitude. And I'm sure you're getting a big round of applause in your class as well. 3 to go. Mrs. Campbell's chosen a young lady who is always working remarkably hard in all areas of the curriculum. It is as short, as amazing, and as amazing as that. And I quite agree. I think every time I see learning from this young lady, it's absolutely superb. I won't keep you much longer. It's for Anya. Well done, Anya. You are a star. You're a star today, but you are always a star in Mrs. Campbell's class. And as she rightly says, you're always a star because you're always working remarkably hard in everything that you are said. And I can imagine in your class there's lots of nodding as well as rounds of applause for you, because I'm absolutely certain that your peers will have recognized your wonderful attitude. Well done to you. You're getting a certificate and one of these super duper and rare metal Tim badges. Well done to you, Anya. There's a young man in Mrs. Frost who has been really, I'm going to use my own language because I've seen and recognized this myself, going out of his comfort zone and doing things that he probably initially didn't want to do. But Mrs. Frost and Mr. Rowland and Mrs. Dowie, Mr. Watson, Mrs. Campbell and the team have really recognized how remarkably resilient this young man has been. And in particular, he has been those things in the forest school sessions. And that's certainly where I've seen his remarkable attitude. And I know that his mum has recognized this as well because I've had a conversation. I'll give lots of clues there, so I'm assuming some of you will know who I'm talking about. But just in case you don't, let's have a drum roll first. It is Adair. Well done, Adair. You are a star this week for your absolutely amazing attitude and resilience. Remarkable resilience, in fact. That's what Mrs. Frost has said to your forest school sessions. And I know that Mum had said to me early in the week that you had been really apprehensive about it, but she was so pleased and so proud of you for going ahead and doing what you've done. And indeed, she says the same in the comments. Well done, Adair. We are very proud, and we are all very proud. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. And great to see one of Tim's traits, resilience, there being such a big factor. Congratulations, Adair. Once ago, another young man in Mr. Watson's class who has been recognized for what Mr. Watson calls a renewed focus towards learning. Gives me the impression learning was maybe slipping a little bit. Were we getting that soon-to-be secondary school silliness vibe? Not sure. I'm doing my own inferences there. But whatever the reason, it's starting to be back on the right track. A renewed focus towards learning for Mr. Abdel Abbas. Well done, Abdel. You've been recognized in your class for a renewed focus. Congratulations to you. Because of that, you are a star this week. You will be getting a certificate and a Tim badge, just like Adair, Anya, Jack, Hasty, David, Sebastian, Taragos, Isabella, Lorena, Hallibeth, Julia, and Olivia. Let's give them all a huge round of applause. It's not very loud, that, is it? Absolutely superb. As Carrie says, congratulations and well done to all of the superstars this week. Melissa says the same. Thank you for joining us, ladies. And of course, from me to our remarkable readers and to our stars of the week. Wonderful. If you're yet to be one of those, receive one of those awards, you know what to do. Very similar each week around being resilient and working hard and reading at home and sharing stories, going out of your comfort zone, just like Adair did, being a good friend, being kind, listening to what people say. These are all the traits of Tim. And you know that what we try to do is be like Tim as much as possible in this school. Whether you are 3, whether you are 11, or whether you are in your 30s or 40s, 50s, 60s, doesn't matter. We can all be like Tim because his traits are what make our world turn round with a smile on its face. Well done to you all. A couple of quick things. Oh no, attendance first. How could I nearly let attendance slip? Let me tell you this. So since the 8th of March, our school attendance, because Miss Williams, who looks after attendance, and I had a session, a catch up this morning, as we do every 2 or 3 weeks for attendance. And our attendance is 96 on this scruffy bit of paper here, look. It's 96.05% since we came back in March. Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. That is higher than the normal national average in non-COVID times. And it is absolutely higher than the national average for COVID times now. So other schools across the country, generally our attendance has been better. That is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And a massive thank you from me and Miss Williams, and a massive well done to you all as well. Children, staff, and parents. There are 3 classes who have done super duper well, but there is 1 winner this week, as opposed to the 3 we had last week. In 3rd place with 98.9%. 98.9%. That's amazing, isn't it? It is Miss Pinder's class. Congratulations, Miss Pinder's class. You are 3rd out of all of our classes this week with 98.9%. That's amazing. Well done to you all. But it's not quite amazing enough. In 2nd place with 99.4%, Mrs. Dixon's class. Well done, Mrs. Dixon's class. 99.4%. That is absolutely exceptional. Well done to you all. You deserve a huge round of applause, just like Miss Pinder's class. But it's not exceptional enough this week, because we have another class this week who has had 100%. 100% again. Every single child in on time every day, Monday to Friday. I know, it's just breathtaking, isn't it? Who is that class? I'll tell you. Miss Tumulty's class. Well done, year 4. You are the stars of the week in an attendance fashion this week. Your class of the week. We need to come up with a name for that, don't we? But what you will do is spin the Nopper Wheel of Fortune. 100% attendance. Congratulations to you. That is amazing. So I'm going to give this 10 taps for you and see what your prize is. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. What have we got? What have we got? It'll be anti-climax because there's no cheering. You get... Oh, it's nearly the new one. You get a brand new reading book each. That's amazing. You nearly got the active wall afternoon. I've just added a new task so that you get an afternoon on the new active walls to experiment and to play around. But well done to Miss Tumulty's class. You get a brand new reading book each. And what we'll do is we will restock the reading robot so you can choose from the reading Robot and Miss Hay and Mrs. Charlton will help us in doing that. Well done to you, Miss Tumulty's class. Brilliant attendance. And Mrs. Dixon and Miss Pinders. But well done to everyone, because school attendance has been amazing. A couple of very quick messages before I go. Thank you for getting involved in our after-school program that started this week, if you are. And a massive thank you to our teaching staff who've been launching those. We have added one more, which will start next week. And this was an idea that we've been thinking about and rumbling about for some time. But a week today, so next Friday, just for year 5 and 6 to start with, we will be holding straight in after school the Nopper Youth Club. That's right. And it will be just like a normal, that's not like normal, what am I saying? It will be similar to a normal youth club, but it will be Nopper Dopper amazing. So you can see all the different things, but the one in the middle says, and many, many more. What we want to do for you, year 5, 6, is give you an environment that is safe, but also really, really exciting and fun, in which you can just have some socializing time. So I will be there sometimes, Miss Williams, Mrs. Spenceley, Mrs. Hall, and Mrs. Charlton, should we need to call upon her amazing services, and any other member of staff that want to pop in to say hello. But as it says at the bottom, it will be about your school, your choice. It will be time for you to hang around with one another, not being silly, of course. That's why we're going to be there, so it's safe. But you will have both halls. You'll have the learning village and all of the things around school that we've invested in that are really fun to do. You can make your own choices and do what you wish, as long as it's safe and appropriate, of course. And we'll ask you in the first session what you want added to that. So our plan is to add some video games, some music. You can dance. You can go outside and play some sports. You can do table tennis on the active walls. You can just chill out and have some really cool time with each other. You can bring your iPads. You can use the touch screen. But you've missed out on so much social interactivity over the past year or so, and we want to give you that ability back. And we know what's happening to youth clubs and other youth interventions and hubs in society because of funding. So we want to try and re-establish what has been traditionally a wonderful place for young people to socialize. It's absolutely free. It will be straight after school, 3:30 until 4:30, and there will be a tuck shop as well. So Miss Williams has taken care of that for us. And so you can bring some money. You don't need to bring loads of money though, but you can bring some money along so that you can have some tuck shop. There'll be some really healthy stuff there, but we'll have some stuff that we know you'll enjoy having, like sweets and crisps, and some healthy drinks and things as well. As Carrie says, it sounds absolutely amazing. That's the hope. It's over to you. And as long as you're safe and as long as you are looking after one another, it will be entirely your choice what you do. So that starts next Friday. Final message, which is about the 100 challenge. I have seen them all today, either by video, live, or by images. A huge thank you to the staff for setting those up. A massive thank you for parents and your support in having children dress appropriate or bringing in their donations. But of course, a massive well done to all you children for passing those 100 challenges. Money's still coming in, so we don't know yet how much we've raised, but we'll let you know. Whatever it is, it'll be a fantastic effort. And I wanted to say a huge thank you. And the family of Sir Captain Tom Moore actually tweeted us earlier in the week to say, good luck with everything for Friday, and thank you for raising money for the NHS. And I just want to echo exactly the same thing. It will be a small amount in terms of what they normally receive, but it will be absolutely well-deserved and full of love and challenge. So well done to you all. Remember, Monday is bank holiday, so nobody in. Enjoy the weekend. Please look after yourselves and one another. We'll see you on Tuesday. Stay safe and always, always, always choose kindness. See you again.